fire, 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 fire. So while I was gone, there was a little bit more drama coming in. Not too bad, but we'll read it anyway because I find it very funny. Very funny, this guy. Yes, yes, yes. So what does this say? It says, let's talk about my time at VShojo. This guy was the COO of VShojo. Long story short, he says, let's talk about my time at VShojo. And then the community note, which was immediately right after he posted it, it says, Mountain Dew actively harassed and defamed talents during his time at VShojo and after. He fails to address this important issue in his document or the fact that he has deleted tweets claiming ignorance of VShojo's internal issues. Ooh. Uh-oh, stinky winky. So Google Docky time. Uh-oh. Yeah, it already got community noted. Yeah, I think it happened within about 30 minutes. Google Docky. So let's read this. What does it say? It says, hey all, before we get started, I want to take the chance to thank all of my friends, former talent, and former staff and other streamers in the industry that I've been in communication with, who know myself and my role within the company. Okay. You've all been wonderful through this time. I want to thank the many, many people within the community who have been supported throughout this time, blah, 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 blah. I've spent the following month gathering countless documents. Ooh. And what I had access to in order to have clear, concise records of my involvement with the company, and I provided a small fraction below. I don't know about that. I don't buy it, but okay. The community note was already interesting to begin with, but I digress. He says, transparency and misrepresentation. There was once a time where I was extremely proud about what I helped initially build. There was a lot of hard work and planning involved, and I took a lot of pride in my role in launching the company, but now I simply feel misled, disappointed, and betrayed by those involved. I can't help but feel, as a COO, you should not be misled. I'm just saying, the fact that this happened at all is troubling to say the least, and I feel deeply for those who are affected by this. If anyone affected needs testimony, evidence, or other material assistance with actions against VShojo, I'm more than willing to do so when I can assist. I may have documentation or records relevant to cases, and I am happy to see what I have. I have also considered taking my shareholder action against the company, which I won't rule out at this time. I also have to consider actions against those that have engaged in defamation against my character, although I am hopeful that we can resolve those matters privately and amicably. This is in reference to Nyanners and Veibae. I am sure, because we talked about it and it was also cited in the community notes. Wow! And in big red underlined letters, it said, that being said, I was never made aware that talent funds were intermingled with the company's operating expenses. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's true, maybe not. I don't know. I don't buy it. Regardless, let's read on. Any budget that was used for marketing was a direct result of asking for that amount and either approved or denied. Okay. I had extremely limited financial access only for small marketing approvals and broader accounts or operations. I have evidence of this from third parties that I've worked with for marketing media while at the company. Oh, so you do know about the... What is it called? What was it? The Japanese train station ad that they had that was several $100,000? Do you remember that, Mr. Mountain Dew? Yeah, maybe he knows about that. Where did the money go, Lebowski? I never had any access to bank accounts, nor was aware in meetings about the way finances were being used. What I had been aware of it is that the company was running out of money. Oh, you were aware! aware of the company running out of money and needed another round of investment to continue operation. As far as my understanding, the only individuals who had access to company bank accounts were the CEO and the finance department. Wait. I have never had access to bank accounts. But in the same paragraph, you said the only individuals who had access to company bank accounts were the CEO and the COO. Interesting. Chief Operating Officer, he wasn't, but he was the Chief Marketing Officer. But I have been told that he was the COO, so I don't know. Allegedly. Had I have become aware of financial misuse, I would have exited the company immediately and began to speak with legal counsel and to talent about the misuse of their funds. Okay. I'm gonna be honest here. Nobody cares about you, little bro. I think you majorly fucked up by even making this Google Doc. The general public doesn't even know who you are. Only the diehard fans actually know your name. And even then, it's kind of easily forgotten, I'm not gonna lie. I would understand if you made this Google Doc to defend the allegations that you're a creepy pervert that shit talk talents. But judging by the community note, you didn't do that. Instead, you're doing this essaying verbal diarrhea about how you didn't know about the corruption and that, and like, nobody cares, man. People don't care if you knew about how bad the company was doing or that they were embezzling funds from charities. The only thing that the average person knows about you is that they saw you in Veibae's post and you didn't address it. This is what I think. You probably should have just laid low and not said anything. I swear to God, these people are retarded. It's not shocking that the company was run into the ground when you can't even make the simple, correct decisions to say nothing and lay low. All you did by posting this whole fucking thing is you put a new target right on your forehead. Huge, massive miscalculation. Like, again, let's look at the Veibae post, and in case anybody here forgot what was happening. It was near the bottom, because there was a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm pretty sure it was near the bottom where she said, like, hey, oh yeah, there it is. MTT got reprimanded for being creepy to us, LOL. Got told not to message us privately. Go figure. I have proof of other streamers attending their IRL parties that MTD would actively shit talk me after I left the company. Poor emotional self-control, by the way. You're outing yourself. And it kind of tracks with the Google Docu. To paint me in the worst light imaginable. Don't know why you're acting innocent on Twitter, pretending you weren't aware of anything. Can't wait to see all the shit that comes out about you, because there's loads, but those stories aren't mine to tell. Bruh should have just sleep. Yeah, he should have just stayed in bed and just like hung out there, because this is not it. Again, this is what people know about you. This is all the people care about. Nobody fucking knows who Mountain Dew is. Nobody really knows your name until you put a fucking target on your head. The mass majority of normie VTuber enjoyers didn't know you existed until Veibae called you out in her viral post. Viral 7.2 million fucking views, man. If you weren't gonna address this, zero reason to drop a Google Docu. You're just a moron. You are low IQ. A creepy, perverted imbecile, allegedly, who's trying to protect his reputation so you can put your VShojo experience on a fucking resume. You are pathetic. I hope karma catches up to you for the shit that you did and the shit that you talked about, fuck your talents or your ex-talents or whatever. unacceptable. More like predator. Allegedly. I'm not gonna say is or was. Allegedly. I'm going to be the bigger person in the room. Yeah. Marketing do be like that. Again, people were saying that he's been CEO and now it's all of a sudden it's flipping. But I digress. Veibae posted this, and then in the community notes, someone linked this. This is Nyanners. MTD, the guy that made this Google Doc, had the audacity to talk shit about you to my face at a party the year we all left. For those that don't know, Veibae, Nyanners, and Silvervale all left pretty much within a span of like 3 months together. And she says, I painted you as some kind of conniving, greedy, mean girl who was in my ear and manipulated me into leaving VShojo just because you wanted me to join OTK, which is another org. Because her boyfriend Soda is part of that org and for personal gain or some shit. Which, by the way, never happened. They never joined OTK, so this guy is retarded for saying that. He got uncomfortably close and up in my face and was like, come on, I know the real reason you left. I know it was because of Veibae. She talked you into it, etc. And it was infuriating. I know he spread that same shit to other staff and talent and other industry people. Seeing one of my closest friends get dragged through the mud like this for years was awful. And they couldn't say anything, by the way, because of the NDA. The very aggressive NDA that was put forth. You did absolutely nothing wrong and had so much shit flung at you because they wanted to push a narrative and to protect the company. For him to act like he's completely blameless is insulting. He's a creepy motherfricker. And there's a lot more, obviously, but a lot of it is also not my story to tell. Chat. How creepy and slimy is this guy? Yeah, spring of 2023. Yeah, that was 2 years ago. Over 2 years ago, actually. Didn't he also delete his post saying, what the fuck, gun run? Yes, that's another really funny thing. Good point. Thank you, chat. He deleted the post where he was like, what the frick, gun run? Why would you do such a thing? Is that not incriminating to you? Why would you delete the post where you were like, no way, what? No way, what? Oh, gun run, I can't believe you did this. Yes, he deleted it. The internet doesn't forget. If there is a lawsuit going on behind the scenes, they're going to use that as evidence. That shows that you were either aware or you were lying. Can we see if it's deleted or removed from some rule violation? I'm pretty sure it's deleted. I wouldn't, if someone can link it, I'll look at it, but I don't know how to do that. Yeah, but where was I? Oh yeah, my role in authority. There are a lot of misconceptions about my role at the company. Some people have stated that I was the CEO or the COO, which is false. The two titles at the company that I was assigned to were Chief Technology Officer and later CMO, Chief Marketing Officer. The change in position was due to an internal company pivot in which the directors of the company assigned the role of CTO to another staff member and subsequently assigned myself to CMO. Blah, 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 blah. Again, nobody cares. This affects nothing. Your official position in the company literally doesn't matter. What matters is that you are shit-talking your talents. Your ex-talents, for God's sake. The ones that you put under fucking NDA and told them not to talk about it, and then you shit-talk them behind their back. And slander them. And allegedly made them lose sponsors and lose people that they worked with, according to Silvervale. Did we just forget about that? Are you fucking kidding me? Still C-suite, still new? Yeah, you're still a chief. Like, that is really high up there. You are the person that sits at the table. Are you trying to pull his that out or whatever going on in the background? Yes, you're basically bullshitting. But anyway, they go blah blah blah. Look, I'm not COO, whatever. It's jargon, blah blah blah. What I want to look at is this. They provided screenshots, and they started saying in Discord. This was in July of 2025. They said, hey brother, I have a little bit of a request for you. I have a pretty large forward-facing thing I'm working on this month that is slated for late July, early August. Can you keep me up to date on anything large scale that might be happening at VShojo around the time, whether good or bad? Company dissolution, new members joining, members leaving, company sale. Need to have that all on my radar in case I need to move times and things around. Hope you're doing well. Kinda sussy. Why are you bringing up dissolutions and shit? Kinda weird. All I'm saying is a little bit sus. So Gunrun replies and says, hey MTD, connecting you with blah blah blah. He's been taking over more of VShojo leadership things and can keep you better up to speed. Mountain Dew says, hey there, so doing a check-in if there's going to be any upcoming negative news or like that over the next 30 days or so I can prepare in advance as I look to launch a new public-facing project in that window. That is very, very convenient. Very convenient. This guy says, the blah blah guy, I'd say the answer is probably yes. One way or another, there's going to be some negative stuff publicly. I can't say what. I'm scratching my little chin here. It's a little bit strange, wouldn't you say? So, this is quite something, this next part. Something about Iron Mouse. This guy says, well, Mouse just posted a thing without any advance notice, so heads up. Well aware from the large amounts of DMs and texts I'm getting. Sad day. Can I get some context here? Is this the first I'm hearing about any of this? Wait, so you got texts and stuff, so you don't know what the context is? This do guy says, VShojo owes a lot of money to Talons. I don't know when you were involved with the company, but it's been ongoing and owned issue for a year, and the charity payment is related. You probably have more context than me, I suspect. Kinda weird again. You probably have more context, but I'm also not sure what your relationship was with the company, and... Sorry, I had to smooth a little bit. When VShojo ran out of money some time ago and has been operating with what was supposed to be talent money, hence causing the current situation. Mountain Dew says, I was never made aware of this issue being from both the CEO and COO. I was aware that there was financial issues, but not outstanding payment, especially for charity. Kind of weird that you're being that specific, but okay, understood. And he says, excuse me, like I said, I don't know what your relationship is or was, what your role was, but these issues have been ongoing for most past year as far as I know. Since sometime in 2024, I'll have to ask Justin, aka Gunrun. I've been here for 3.5 weeks, so I'm just learning and navigating through as best as I can. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, you know what's interesting to me? Bro, look at these screenshots. Look, see, I totally didn't know this was happening. Nobody cares, dudes. You can defend yourself and try and say you didn't know about the embezzlement all you want. It doesn't change the fact that you're a fucking rat that shit talks talents and gets creepy with them in DMs. Can I also just point out that these screenshots were taken the day of, and not even 12 hours had passed. Like, they were taking these screenshots immediately. They were like, oh shit, it's time. July 5th is too late to ask. Shit was already in motion. Yes, people were already saying, like, again, this is what? July 21st. That's within 2 weeks. Yeah. 2 weeks? Really? You didn't know that it was gonna blow up? You're feigning ignorance? Again, allegedly. I had some funny schizo posts saved up for this. Para4chan says, riding 4chan rats about your talents suits you better. For those that aren't aware, this guy, allegedly, according to Veibae, would spend his time on 4chan shit-talking other companies and other talents and other independent VTubers on 4chan instead of doing his job regularly. Yeah, Parrot knows. And again, people do right in a specific way when they're riding rats to shit talk other people. He would argue that that was his job. Yeah, astroturfing and making up shit about other people and spreading rumors. Isn't that weird? He's marketing as part of his job. No, it's just the strat that's questionable. Posting on 4chan as a marketing strategy is such a fucking stretch. You would have a hard time explaining that to anybody in a court. Hey guys, my time spent as a marketing officer was shit posting and shit talking and slandering other people. Also, how would you prove that to your work as well? I don't know. Glowy's do it all the time? Yeah, but he's not part of the government, so he can't really get away with it. Does that make sense? Like, again, I know what you're trying to get at, but what the fuck, man? Oh my god. Again, why would you ever drop a Google Doc and then basically not address anything that people cared about at the end of the day? Look, you deleted your last post and locked your recent post. It does not look good for you. You got community noted on your post within about an hour, I would say, because I was like not streaming and I was looking at this actively. He deleted his post. Yeah, the nah, bro. What the absolute frick, gun run? Incriminating. Just a smidge, huh? Yeah, they got community noted as well. Yep, throwing your former business partner under the bus won't save you. Remove VShojo from your body after you quit 2 months ago. Does not excuse your crime. You harass the talents. Playing stupid will not work since you are the co-founder. Yeah, if I remember correctly, even if he was not COO, he was 100% the co-founder for VShojo, was he not? Yeah, like what the fuck are we talking about, man? Let me make it a little bit bigger. He removed it. He had a stake? Yes, he was listed as a co-founder. Insane to me that people think they can get away with this. The truth will come to light. Let's talk. Closes the comment section. Curious. This reads like a 4chan rat. I am currently putting my hands together in a triangle point and being like, curious that you closed your section off after saying, let's talk. Nobody gets to reply to you. And again, 1.4 million views and only 700 likes? Masterful gambit. I can't wait. I can't wait. Allegedly, I'm not 100% certain, but if I remember correctly, Iron Mouse said there is talks about a lawsuit or privately talking or whatever. They need to get that money back from the charity, so this is all going to be exposed to light eventually. Yeah, bro should have just laid low, should have shut his mouth, but no, you have to open your dumb, stupid mouth and get emotional. No, guys! Seriously, I'm innocent! Don't go after me! That money's gone. They're gonna have to get it back somehow. He pulled up Streisand effect. I still don't understand why people do that. Anyway, if we get more news about this, I'll definitely talk about it. But for now, that's pretty much it.